Senators, thank you for allowing me to testify today. Excuse me. I am Roberta Fitzpatrick from Santa Clara County, here to support SB 594, which will help prevent error-filled and incomplete custody evaluations. These botched evaluations with no standard parameters or requirements endanger our children. The heinous sexual abuse and murder of my 14-year-old great-niece, Alycia Mesiti-Allen, was facilitated by a biased, unsubstantiated, and error-filled evaluation. The evaluator ignored the father's long criminal history, which included bank fraud, credit card fraud, drunken driving, unabated drug abuse, domestic violence, and perjury. Most importantly, the evaluator and the judge did not recognize the significance of Alycia's molestation by a known pedophile, a friend and employee in the father's home-based business. Alycia's mother had to bring that event to the court's attention, and then they paid no attention. Alycia's mother, who was self-represented, was discredited and labeled unfit by the evaluator in a report she was never even allowed to see. There was no evidence presented. 9 months after the court sent Alycia to live with her father in another county, he reported her as a runaway. 2.5 years later, a savvy and dedicated detective, new to the case, decided he had a murder to investigate. Alycia's body was found by Calamity Jane, a cadaver dog, in a shallow backyard grave where Alycia had lived with her father on March 25, 2009. I have 10 pages of 52 graphic and heart-wrenching charges, which started when the court was deciding where to send her. He was already molesting her. More than 6 years after his arrest, the father was arraigned only last week. We go month after month on the grand jury indictment. We continue to wait for a trial date. The consequences on my family are incalculable. It is the 10th year since that despicable, botched evaluation allowed Alycia to be sent to her sexual torture and death. Please make family court safer for kids. Please pass SB 594. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And sadly, I don't think that's a unique story, or at least some extent of it.
I know it is not. That's why we recognize changes.
We recognize that this is a very imperfect system, and certainly anyone out there who's practiced family law and done custodies know that far too often children are placed in the wrong place. I'm not sure whether the evaluations are simply botched or whatever it is. We know that these are all too frequent, and certainly condolences to you and your family.